Hi gang, it's Sister Edgington. This is your 9.04 cycle summary for week 9. And I want to just talk to you a little bit about living wide awake about how to be a great employee. First off, I want to just tell you that I have enjoyed the readings this week. I have enjoyed the discussion, the presentations, the questions. This has been a really great week. The topic and the subject matter has just really spoken to me. I hope you feel the same way. So, being a former administrator, I just am always wanting to share what I know and information with future employees because I did a lot of hiring when I was a principal, and I also did a lot of firing. I let at least one teacher go every year that I was a principal. And it is a hard thing to do. But what I always went back to is what was best for the students, what was best for the kids, because that's what my job was to provide them with whatever they needed and what was the best for them. And not every person who goes into education is cut out to be a teacher. And not every person who goes into education is cut out for the rigorous amount of work that you are in for, and for the politics and for all of those things that go along with that. So I just wanted to share a few things with you that I have learned and that I know about being a great employee. And this comes from the employer's perspective. So these are in order of importance to me. This is not everything that would be on a list, but these are the top things that are important to me. So first of all, beginning with integrity. Integrity is by far the most important. Having integrity in everything that you do and say. When you're on the clock, when you're off the clock. The very most important thing to being a great employee. The second thing that I have on my list is work ethic. You need to be prepared to give 100%. And that's why there's a lot of burnout in education. When I was just joining the workforce, the thing that we were told by our professors was that within 5 years, many of us would be out of the profession and we would be doing something else because it was just different than what we had anticipated. It was harder, and it was just something that we were not willing and not able to do. So work ethic is important. Being a team player, helping make decisions on the team, providing input, but then also supporting the team and supporting the decisions that the team makes. Having a positive attitude. This is really a biggie. I taught 5th grade, and the 5th grade teachers would eat lunch together. And there was one teacher in our group that had a negative attitude about everything, about the students, about the administration, about other teachers, about the parents, about her family. It just went on and on and on. And each day we would go down to lunch together, and I was a second-year teacher, new to the 5th grade. And all she did was just talk negatively. And I found myself feeling more negative than I ever had in my life, and being more negative in my words and my thoughts and my actions. And I decided that I could not be around her influence anymore. And so I decided to not go to eat lunch with the 5th grade teachers, and I started staying in my room and eating lunch by myself. And pretty soon there were a few teachers that asked if they could join me. This negative teacher was not one of them. She made comments about some of us leaving the group. We never did, say to her, hey, we can't stand your negativity, so that's why we had to go. But that is why we left, and we had several different lunch groups then going on at that time. Being a problem solver is also very important, and I appreciate those of you who try to go through several problem-solving strategies before you ever ask a question of me or email me, or I just appreciate it that you try to do some problem solving on your own. But then by all means, if you can't figure it out, then ask for help. Professional behavior, dress, and grooming. My superintendent told me that I should always dress for the job that I wanted. And I wanted to be an administrator, and I ended up actually also working in the district office as an administrator. And I always remembered that. I dressed for the job that I wanted, and I ended up getting that job that I wanted. Not saying that that's the only thing that mattered, but dress professionally, behave professionally, and groom yourself professionally. Set yourself apart from the students that you are teaching. And the last thing on my list is to be passionate about teaching, to be passionate about your students and about your subject and all of those things, just to be passionate about life in general. So just a few things that I want you to think about as you are looking in the near future to be employed, and you will be interviewing for jobs and working really hard to keep those jobs. And so have a great rest of the week, and here's to all of us living wide awake.